Hi, it's Anthony Meisner with Land Title.
And Wendy Pallone with Fairway Mortgage.
We wanted to bring you some extra special stuff this week because it's week 4 and we've gone through our buyers and sellers and our investors. So we just thought we'd talk about some real estate myths that we needed to debunk. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you.
I was on vacation and it was the best time. So that's what I love about our industry is we can take some time off and come back. And this is the slow season. So
that's the time to do it, right?
I'm glad to be back though.
Awesome. Well, let's get into myth number 1. I think the big thing that people forget most about is that they need a huge cash savings or down payment for a house, right? And it's just not true.
You'd be shocked how many people still come to me and say, I need 20% down. And I'm like, I convince people almost daily not to put 20% down.
Right.
I mean, if you want to, great. But if you have it and you have extra more than 20% down, but we can get in for as little as 3% down on first-time home buyers. And if you're underneath the income limits on some of the state grant programs and down payment assistance programs, I am notorious. I'm kind of famous in Denver for doing really low down payments, as little as $1,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, people are going to pay their monthly payment. They're renters. They're used to paying these payments. The biggest barrier to entry is the down payment. So if you're underneath the income limits, as little as $1,000, and we do it every day.
That's awesome. All right. All you need is a down payment for a house.
Yeah. So you need a down payment, but there's 4 things we look at. We look at income, assets, credit, and job history. So there's really more than just the down payment, but most people, I would say, come to me and they're concerned about their credit. So, you need all 4 to get into a house, but it doesn't need to be a ton. The bar is much lower than what people think.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I remember getting into my first house for like $5,500 on an FHA loan, and it was awesome, right? I mean, that's 3.5% down, and it paid so many dividends for the rest of my life, right? I mean, it's just amazing how this can all work for you.
Right.
All right, myth number 3 is you need perfect credit to buy a house, which is absolutely not true, right?
Not true. Yeah. No. So the minimum credit score on most programs is 620. And so that's not very...
It's actually below average, isn't it?
Yeah, it's below average. And I've seen people who get caught in like a late payment and they're really concerned. And your score recovers actually pretty quickly after 30 days even of having the 30-day late on your credit. This is my wheelhouse. This is where I operate really well, is with people who have lower credit scores, people who don't have as much down payment. It's kind of a passion project of me. Of course, I have really high-end clients as well, but this is kind of my passion project, is helping people who don't think that they can buy getting into a house. So, yeah.
I think the other thing that people need to remember is even if your credit isn't great, it recovers and repairs really fast. You just have to do the right things to get it there. So just talk to your lender so they can help you through that. I mean, it makes a world of difference knowing that, I only have to move my credit score 20 points. Well, if you do this, this, and this, that happens.
Yeah. And on certain loan programs, it doesn't matter if you have a 620 or a 780. It really just doesn't matter. If you're going to get a down payment assistance loan and you're going to go FHA, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your score is. So people, they want me to wait to pull their credit until they pay off a few things. And I'm just like, hey, it's not going to make that big of a difference if you're a 680 or a 620.
Right.
Let's just pull it. Send you out now. You'll get a better deal now rather than in 6
Absolutely.
months.
I mean, we've been telling you that for a month, right? This is the time to shop. So get out and shop early this year.
Right.
All right. The other part is that your mortgage is not your only expense, right? Everyone thinks that that's everything when you buy a house, but there's a lot of other stuff out there. So what are we talking about?
Yeah. So we're talking about taxes and insurance, and especially in Colorado, taxes make a major, major difference in payment. And I go through a pretty long spiel on this whenever I pre-approve a buyer, because when we're looking at new construction, and the newer developments, especially if they're in like a metro taxing district and they have lots of amenities in the community, the taxes are significantly higher.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in a metro district or you're in an HOA, you got to pay attention to the HOA stuff. the difference between one neighborhood next to another could be the difference of like double or triple your taxes, basically.
Right here in Broomfield, we have some houses that are in the, let's just take a $600,000 price range. In the older parts of Broomfield, taxes are around, let's say, $2,400 for easy math. If you look over in Anthem, they can be up to $6,000 and $7,000. So that could be a $400 payment difference.
Right.
$400 a month can buy you about 80 grand in purchase price. So, you got to really consider all of it, because the mortgage and the purchase price and the principal and interest is not the only factor. There's other expenses, and you want to be well educated going into it.
Absolutely. This is where you got to consult your realtor and your lender and just make sure that you know what you're getting into, because it makes a world of difference.
When lenders just say, go out and shop, you're approved to 600 or you're approved to $1 million, I just feel like that's not helpful. You got to give them the nuts and bolts of what that means.
Absolutely. The other thing is you do not need a home inspection.
The agents are going to hate us for putting this in here.
This is absolutely one of those things where even though the last couple of years, a lot of people waive this stuff, it's definitely something you should focus on, right? You don't want to buy something where you might have an unexpected roof, or maybe the deck needs replaced, or, the sewer line didn't get done, right? So you just need to know what you're buying. And I think that, if you're handy, then that's one thing, right? I mean, that's your decision. But
also, I've seen a lot of my clients who have like a dad who is really handy, or a family member, and they don't want to pay for an inspection. And honestly, I've seen really great results. And if you love the house, what does an inspection matter anyway, But it's not required. It's not required by the lender. It's not required by anyone in the transaction. We recommend that you get a home inspection, but it's not required.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for joining us this week. That is our 5 myths, and we will bring you fresh new content on what to expect with your buyers next week. And it's the first of the month when we talk to you on Monday. So you'll have fresh, brand new data for all of the area, Denver and Boulder.
Excited to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.